We're looking at it in the first matchup. Number 1 against number 2 in a 10-2 today. And when we look at this, the beat Midway Denton was 12-0. They're ranked first. Last visit to Midway Denton championship was in 1992. Laughlin, 0. Now Hanston, they've been around for a while. They've been in the playoff race in 98. About 3 losses to show. They got 36 balls at the end of the last year of the season. And the champions. They've been here before. I really like what I've seen. And they've just got a well-balanced ball club and obviously well-coached ball club. And so then Mr. Slade. Number 20. We did this week, of course, when you look at this, you're going to be looking at even though they've been here before, you still want to get out here and play. A lot of these guys should be wrapping up their games, so they're going to want to have to get things, finish a career. And that's something that takes First couple of series should be a tremendous matchup against with 2 undefeated teams as they are. And unlike with the presidential election race, this gets settled on the field. There's no ballots, no polls. Yeah, it's good. It's fans are out here. It's a great thing to have. The contrast. Hey, we're going to be back here with some more information on what's going to happen today. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
I don't see that happening. Maybe if
number 50.
Thank you.
He is a 205-pound junior center.
So did things sound okay? We're feeling that?
145-pound freshman lineman. 60.
Like the Celtics.
Certainly one thing that could factor on Hanston's side here today is the simple fact that last week's Northern Valley game gave them the type of challenge that they could use to go into a game where 2 teams are evenly matched. On the other side of the coin, Midway Denton has had basically 11 of their 12 opponents this year have been 45 pounds. The closest game's been 36 against Hanover, so they don't know what it's like to be in a close football.
It's all experience.
He's a 140-pound freshman lineman. Rick Hoffman. And number 82, 160-pound sophomore end.
Fourth quarter, so they know what's like to be trailing. They know what's like to battle back, how to keep their composure.
The athletic director at Denton Midway, always
Denton does know what's like to be out. So if they get down early,
Superintendent Pat
We're in the 8th main Division II state championship game at Salina Central Field. We'll come back with more pregame and look at the keys to this morning's game. After this 1-minute timeout, you're listening to Area High School Football on AM 1370
Head coach Martin, the Denton Midway Eagles.
After we go to a break, you want to, we'll be quiet until you tell us that you're into the break.
A team that is 11-0.
Okay.
They are the Santa Fe Trail champions for the year 2000.
Remember Hayes?
They are the defending Division II state champions. From Hanston, the Elms.
1 minute, we'll come back.
And welcome back to KFRN's coverage of state championship play. I'm actually championship. I keep wanting to put that in here. This is no longer playoffs. This is division winner with the championship. Let me take a look and see what happened and how things all shaped out. As far as Hanston and the bi-district game on Tuesday, which was played on the 31st, they basically how that worked out is that they play Moscow. They beat Moscow 6. And with Brewster, state championship in regionals, won that competition 40-16. Was building up the next level. They played Northern Valley, a little closer game. They beat Northern Valley 40-34. And they're going to be playing against Hanston
down below here in
number 2.
The entire town has to be here.
That's right. Hopefully,
look at how the opponent got here. We'll take a look at the win. them 62-0 in Butler District. Regional, they defeated them 54-0. And Sub-State, Montgomery, 46-0. So, we'll see a pretty good game here. They're definitely fired up now on the field.
Also going to keep the game for today. Talking about the Midway Denton Eagles today, there's one guy in the backfield that is rounding up and getting the 4 years for the Midway Denton Eagles. He's
here, so we get the talk a little bit about
he's the
contest and what's going on.
He's doing an introduction, wrap up, and plays an awful good defense against his basically 20 back. He's a 20 back.
Matt Boosman will be starting at the back. Caleb Slayton is the backer. Senior as well. Quarterback duties. And will be also in the secondary. So defensive back.
Kind of unique. Both teams have coaches playing in each of these games. Slayton for the Hanston Elks is senior, and on the side of Midway Denton, the quarterback, Tyler Martin is 195. He's a junior, and he's 12-3 touchdowns. So really jumps out at me when I was looking at the two teams getting ready for today's game. On the Midway Denton side, this is a big key to today's game. Hanson has to protect the football. They had 5 turnovers against Northern Valley. Barely got out alive against the Huskies last week. The Midway Denton Ball Club has a plus 14.3 turnover ratio.
A little bit. It's not very stout, so I don't really look for them to be a major factor in what happens. Now, of course, a little bit later we're going to have the St. Paul and Tribune Greeley County game. Another
Well, Hanson has one thing maybe on its side too, that they've been here before.
It looks like
this
Hanson will be
kicking it back. He's been out 2 years working in the last championship game. And in fact, Coach Slayton was talking about this in area high school football and state championship football.
200-pound junior will be kicking
now. Top 6 first radio station. Chris Fletcher's we get ready to go here. Hanson will be kicking off. And Luke Salmons to kick
now
off.
they break back to the line, they spread out, so now the kicker.
Back to
and here we go, and the ball is up in the air. Hand over hand, comes back, and it's going to go out of bounds, I believe, across the goal fence. Starting on their own 15-yard line. And the Eagles come to the line.
Tyler Martin under center to split backfield set for the Eagles of Midway Denton. Again, goes off to Roberts. He blows through the line. 20, 25, past the 25.
It's going to be an
26.
Good job. Eagles come back up.
He's been out of the scene for about 3 weeks, so we'll
Martin under
keep
center,
that in mind.
handoff.
And I gave again to Roberts.
And we do have a
penalty flag
down.
now. Looks like a motion against
Host of
Midway Denton.
tacklers for
I've got that bit. I've got that.
Okay. Split backfield set once again. Bart Schultz and Darren Roberts in the backfield, and Martin gives to Roberts once again. And he tries to pull his way forward. Hanston right there. Host every one of the 8 black shirts right on top. Second down and 12.
Stopping up the middle
First
pretty
possession
good.
of the football game. Just underway. About 11 minutes to go. 10:58 to go in the first quarter. And the fake by Martin. Going to roll around the left end, trucking around the corner, and he's going to be stopped. Play by Matt Hausman. Great job by both Hausman and Luke Salmons that time not to bite on the fake on the quarterback make it look like that time. Third down and long. Again, Martin looking to go around the corner, and he's going to get bobbled up. At the 26-yard line, there's a fumble on the field. Ball's loose, and it's going to be picked up by Roberts now. Down the field, 30, 35, and after all of that, Midway Denton's going to get a first down. Very close. Back to the ball. In the Eucharist game, boy, bite our tongues there. Split backfield set once again. This time they get to Schultz. He tries to go around the corner, and a bunch of black shirts there. A loss on the play, 3 or 4 yards. Just underway. First possession football game for either side.
And you're back up
Martin
again.
under center. No wideouts for this ball club. They throw the ball a whole lot. As soon as they do, they get the ball in the air. Ball down the field. It's going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, a lot of room in front of him. No black around.
Now a wideout set. Nevis is out right. Also Mark Schultz out to the right. And a whole bunch of movement on the Midway Denton side. And Midway Denton.
Luke Summers, Adam
Hanson on D here in their black shirts. They're the home team on the scoreboard. And as far as uniforms are concerned, I'm trying to give you a fashion update here a little bit. And Martin looks to roll to the right side, cuts back, get 30, around the corner, breaks through. 40, 35, 30. Middle of the field, still on his feet, 10-5. No, they did get him out of bounds at the 20-yard line of Hanston. Goodness, 2 times now. Third, very long for Midway Denton. They make a big play out of it. 42 on the carry. Back to the regular split backfield set. Roberts trying to go inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line. Hausman was there.
Legs. And a gain of 5 on the play.
Over the ball again.
Second down, 5 yards to go from the 15-yard line for Midway Denton. And they give to Roberts around the corner right side. Breaks through to the 10, the 5, inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. It's going to be another. And if Midway Denton does go into the end zone here, you can't feel too supremely bad about Hanston because how that works out as the game goes along. Roberts and Schultz in the backfield. Martin will pitch to Roberts, cuts back 5 inside the end zone, touchdown. Touchdown Midway Denton. It's 6-0 Eagles.
Set that up, get through there. He has excellent blocking out.
The 3-yard line. Nice drive that time by Midway Denton for the first score of the football game. Split set. Martin straight under center. And he'll pitch to Roberts again. Try to go around the corner to the 5. Breaks into the end zone. And the 2-point conversion is good for Denton. So with 6-8.
Possession. Away from that. Midway set back for the kickoff. And here comes the kick. Kind of a low kick, isn't very high, bounces over the head. Guzman goes back into the end zone. So they'll be
definitely a high energy offensive team.
Great mixture of offense, passing and rushing offense on this ball club. Luke Solomon's under center, gives Roy Colglazier. He tries to split through the defense, past the 15. Now a very long gain, about 2 yards on 16. It'll be second down. And 9 yards to go. It took Hanston a little while to get the football in their first possession as we're inside of 8 minutes right now in the first quarter. Luke Solomon's looking to pass, rolling to the right side. Can't find anybody now. He's taken down back at the 7-yard line. And we get a guy out of the way here. It's 51 for Midway Denton. And
the Hanston Elks really left on through as the quarterback going out to the right.
On the near side, Adam and
spread formation, shotgun situation for Luke Salmons, and good snap. Looking down the field, and still surveying in the end zone now. Throws it, tries to go to Hausman way off.
2 receivers, and Hanston actually having to kick this. You just tell
doing the
very quick
duties
throwing out for Hanston on their first possession. And Luke Salmons will do the punting, and the kick is in the air. It's an end-over-end high kick, and it's going to bounce like a good Hanston bounce cross midfield and end up and about the 35-yard line. Looking at 12 seconds on that particular possession for Hanston, so they gotta possess the ball much longer than that to keep the defense from having to be out there all the time. Give to Roberts, and he does a good job of staying on his feet. Past the 30, falls to the 40-yard line to the 39 of Midway Denton. Martin under center, split backfield set with Scholes back there. This time gives to Scholes, and he cuts back in. Could be bottled up. Now we have a flag on the field. The side judge throws the flag. Let's see what that's going to be.
For the Elks, but looks like
Going to be a second down and calling 15 yards to go for the Eagles. 1 back in the backfield, 2 wideouts now for Denton. And looking to throw now. He's got on front 30, going around the corner 35, still on his feet, breaking tackles. Almost, he does get past right to the 40-yard line. Very manageable 2-down territory for the Denton Eagles right now. 3rd down, 5 to go. Back to a tight split set. And give straight up the middle of Hanston right there to bottle up the big guy. Darren Roberts, he didn't get anything on the play. Will be a timeout. 5:45 left to go in the first quarter. 8-0 Midway Denton. Looks like a 60 with
should
them.
be a punt or what they're going to do with this. They were able to, first series got some lucky breaks they got going. This time the Elks literally stiffen up and don't get them going. Let them stop that middle right up there. Got him well covered. No receivers were open on a couple of the pass plays. Excellent defensive
And we're back
stand so
inside.
far by
The Midway Denton Eagles choose to
And
punt
they
the
get
ball
back
to
there on it, but,
sandwich
they went
shot.
to
It looks to be a great kick.
So we'll
Oh
see
my
how it
goodness,
goes.
the
Looks
thing's
like
going to
they're rolling
bound
about the
inside the
2-yard line, I
5-yard line
believe.
down
Or
to
the Eagles will
the
get it
3.
covered.
They're about their own by 2-yard line to start that down.
Well, this gets back to where we were talking about. Do not turn the football over, especially not where they're at right now. 2 wideouts to the right side. Solomons will get to Cole Glacier. Break through to the 5, to the 10, still on his feet, to the 15, and out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And we have that first and 10, get out from that near goal line and give them a little bit more.
First down of the football game for the Elks.
Near side and send
It's
it out.
ball at the 18-yard line. Again, a 2 wideout set with Cole Glacier, the only back in the backfield besides the
On the near
quarterback
side,
Solomons.
up under center, Luke
Under center
Solomons.
in
He's
the
going to
fake.
come
Now
around to the
Solomons
right
trying to
side,
go
calls
around
a
corner, cuts
number,
back
trying to
in,
get
gets
up
about
under the end.
1
And he's
yard
trying to be
on the play
stopped.
before
Walked the ball.
second down,
We have an
9
unknown
to the
player.
19-yard line. Again, 2 wideouts, Hausman and let's
we just
see,
don't know his name. Unknown
we'll
player.
get to as we go along here. It's a quarterback keeper to the 20-yard line, and a little enough. Colin Reese is on the outside
The
there.
first quarter, score is 8-0. The Elks are
They're down
down
7
with the
yards to go. They
ball.
have to get to the
And we're in the
28-yard line,
shotgun
27
formation.
to get a first down right now.
Solomons
Spread
in the
set,
back about,
and
7
the
steps back.
pitch to Solomons
And
looking
looks pass,
downfield
fires off
and
the
up
pass.
and
Gonna be
over
over
the
the
head
top, a little bit too
for
tall.
Hanston.
I think that was by number 32, Brad Scholes of the Eagles.
4:10 to go in the first quarter. 8-0 Midway. Denton's getting the football back here. And Solomons is in the air. Another high one, but it's going to go way out of bounds. It's going to be a bad kick and a bad angle, and it's going to be great field position for the Eagles from Midway.
We're still early in the first
The
quarter.
34-yard line of
4:05
Hanston. Back to a split set for Midway Denton in the backfield. And the fake. Going to throw Tyler Martin down the field. Wide open. Making the catch. Touchdown Midway Denton. Making the catch Nathan Bevis.
And this time we earned the
14-0 now. Midway Denton. A split backfield set on the 2-point conversion. Hanston needs a stop here. They're going to give it to Roberts. Trying to go around the corner. And he gets cut down this time. No. 2-point conversion. 14-0 Midway Denton will come back with the kickoff at 60. You're listening to Area High School Football on AM 1370 KG.
Midway Denton Eagles in state championship football action this weekend. I'm Jeremy Cornwall with Marlon Midway, my color analyst for today. And the Eagles
And the
set kickoff,
kickoff
and here goes the
is
kick.
up and coming from
Low,
Brett Miner.
line drive
And it's a
kick once
wobbler to the
again.
10,
And
bounces to
Hausman's
10.
going to pick up the ball on the far side. He's going to get down to the middle.
15-yard line.
And still up, still going down. And it's going to be dropped
to
to
the
the bounds. I would say 16-17 yard return on the
I should have
play.
brought that darn calculator.
And so
One back in the backfield, Roy Cole Glacier. 2 wideouts, Caleb Slayton and Hausman. Matt Hausman, that is. And
to the right
fake to
side.
Cole Glacier. Something's trying to go around the corner, and he gets bottled up by a whole bunch of white shirts. Wins the ball along the way, Denton. Solomons is second down and 8.
Now they're going to spread things out a little bit.
Home, black uniforms, white numbers, orange trim, black hats.
Hausman's going to go across the other side in motion
And
to
the
the
snap is
far.
good. To Solomons,
And
who
big
gives
pass play,
over
gonna get
to
a completion.
Hand, makes the catch. Nice catch at the 30-yard line. Should be a first down city out there. With white and blue helmets here this afternoon. Yeah, about 11. 2 wideouts to the right side, 1 back in the backfield. Roy Cole Glacier now barking out signals. Solomons at the 30-yard line, and Solomons literally steps down right at the 30-yard line. I can't understand why.
And basically,
Here we are, second and 10.
yeah, coming over to the near
Right now, only a
side.
2-yard per carry average for the team right now. 7 total carries for 14 yards now. Looking to throw. Solomons has some time. There's a way over the head of Colin Reese.
The shoulder pads are pointing
Colin
right
was
at
not in
us.
the game that we broadcast 2 weeks ago today in Brewster. So still getting used to
And once
him
again,
being out there right
set up their
now.
offense. We're looking at third
Do
and
we want Brad?
And we have timeout. The quarterback. Solomons to call the timeout with 2:16 left to go. The first 14-0 Midway Denton. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout right now. 30-second break in the history of radio. 2:16 left to play in this first quarter. Let's set things up 14-0 Midway Denton. Third down, about 9.5. And Solomons will look to throw, gets good protection. Now we'll get it over to Adam Hand, makes the catch 35, almost the 40-yard, very close to the first down.
I don't know if
Ball game. In fact, the team only has 31 yards of total offense right now. So, and another timeout, Hanston. Another timeout at the 2:10 mark. We'll go ahead and once again take a 30-second break here with the timeout.
1 minute
Yeah,
timeout.
once again, 14-0 Midway. And appears they're going to go ahead and punt the football. Looks like Luke Salmons. That's only third. There's fourth down and 2. We'll see. Now they switch back. Now they switch back.
They're going to the right.
Salmons trying to go around the corner. He gets to the 40-yard line. It's going to be moving the stick time. Holy hell, 69-yard line. Good block on the play by Paul Gilliland to lead that particular first down charge. A 2-yard run by Salmon. Salmon's now looking to throw, rolling out to the left side. Nobody open. He has room to run now. Tries to get into Hausman. It's off his hands. Incomplete. Nice defensive.
Great defensive effort.
Salmon's trying to go run for a first down. He had all kinds of territory over there on the left side. Ball on the field. Loose and looks like it's covered. By Luke Salmons to bring up a third down. Football just barely in Midway Denton territory. Most of the game's been played in the Hanston field so far. 2 wideouts to the right side, one back in the backfield. The fake, going straight back, trying to get around. Nice catch, 35, 32-yard line. And again, very close to a first down. Maximize every possession that you have. And it's going to be 2 wideouts to the right side, 1 to the left, and another Hampton timeout. Their last timeout of the first half, the 1:05 mark of the quarter. We'll go ahead and take a break with them. 14-0 Midway Denton at this time. 1:05 to go first quarter. We'll be back in third quarter.
Eagles pick it up to count first yards for first down yardage. And
What I can tell from here about
the scenario of the game so far. Selfridge slides under the ball. Salmon steps up underneath the center. And one back in the backfield. Receivers here to the near side.
Pitch, it's going to be on the field. It's going to be a fumble. Midway Denton will cover it and get the ball anyway. It looked to be a shovel pass. It's just going to be simple.
You tried to get it out there?
Some
discussion right now, so where the ball should be spotted on the field.
Well, pretty simple. It's an incomplete pass. So it should be right past to the 32-yard line.
Discussion whether it was a fumble or an incomplete pass.
Eagles down in their set formation.
Split backfield set. Roberts with the ball trying to spin through and he gets stopped at the 34.
Maybe a yard.
About 60, 65 pounds to Darren Roberts right there, and great job on the play. Second down and 8 yards to go. Late here in the first quarter, and the fake to Roberts by Roberts, to Roberts. Tyler Martin trying to run, and he gets game tackle.
They're only 5 yards down.
Play. Midway Denton 14, Hanston nothing. We'll come back after a 60-second timeout. Houston had the ball 9 plays in their last drive. It's tough to see them have it stall out like it did.
Action here.
They're down, 6 yards to go. Defense looking good. First 2 plays last drive. Now inside pass open and making the catch is Aaron Furman for first down, the 5th first down for Midway Denton here in the first half. Just underway in the second quarter. Play split backfield set. Tyler Martin under center, and the pitch this time is to Mark Scholes trying to go around left end, and he's getting tackled at about the 27.
Pushing, a little shoving going on. You know, they need to keep their heads about them. Keep their heads in the game.
Second down, gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6 for Midway Denton. Split backfield set once again, tight set, no wideouts. Give to Roberts trying to sweep to the right corner, trying to cut back now and use his power. Go inside the 25, down 21 yard line. And very close to the first down for Denton once again.
Looks like they're coming up
In the next 2 games, Hanston won the title. So of the late 80s, 5 straight titles by either Hanston or Midway Denton. There, interesting trivia fact.
And we have Martin again.
We'll have a contest later.
Background. Martin's going to come out of the near side. He's
Trying to go around the corner. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Nice got to get the 4th down stop. Probably key on Roberts. He's in the backfield along with Scholes once again. And it's a split backfield set. Shaded now. Roberts trying to go to the corner. 25. He'll get the first down inside the 20. All the way down to the 16-yard line. Another. Roberts 62 yards and 10 totes, man. You get 6.2 every time. You're going to be in pretty good shape. That's the way things are right now. Split set once again and a pass. Tyler Martin trying to lob it over the top. And it's going to be another touchdown for Midway Denton. The ball going to the Bemis once again. In the end.
Tyler Martin
going for 2 once again.
Inside the end zone.
Tight impact formation. Martin checking the
Going for
defense.
2 here, Midway Denton at the 3-yard line, looking to throw it into the end zone, and making the catch for the 2-point conversion is Eric Furman. So with the 2-point conversion, it's 22-0. Midway Denton Eagles will come back after a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Area High.
The Eagles over the Hanston Elks, getting set to receive. Back deep, we have, looks like Hausman, And Caleb Slayton going to go to the far side to Slayton.
And we're back as Hanson trying to bring the ball up the field. Matt Hausman, after a little shovel pass, gets it out to about 20.
First couple series, and they really kind of aired it out that last series.
Run.
7 plays, 48 yards on the last. Midway Denton touchdown and 2-point conversion, making it 22-0 right now. One back in the backfield, Cole Glazier, and Salmon's trying to cut back. He's going to be met by 3 different white hats once again right at the point of attack. It's really interesting to see how they're going to handle the way things are going right now. 2 backs in the backfield, and Hausman back there this time. And it's going to be a straight give. Cole Glazier gets, he busts through 30. He's still trying to push forward to about the 32-yard line. Solid. 5 minutes to go in the first half right now, 22-0. Midway Denton, a third down, call it 3. Offset high backfield this time. Gives to Cole Glazier, he pushes forward, looks like he got a first down. Maybe. That was a right-footed spot that time by the referee. Put it down there, and then it's about 7 points.
We got to watch the ball.
They're going to go for
count. It could be 2.
Any way, shape, or form, they have
He's going to die before the next name.
And Salmons will get first down just barely. Get about a yard out of the play, but the third first down of the first half for Hanston. 2 backs in the backfield. Hausman back there with Cole Glazier. And they give, no, it's a fake. Hausman with it. And on the pitch, inside the 40. Nice
For a while.
Nice pickup.
Okay, block 2.
Second down and 5. Here, 2 backs in the backfield, no wideouts. And this time, Cole Glazier has it. He busts through 35, is on his feet, inside 35 down to the 33. It's going to be good enough for another Elk first down.
For the Elks. Selfridge settles under the ball. Over the ball.
2 backs in the backfield, no wideouts once again.
He's set.
And Salmons will fake the Cole Glazier. Same pitch to Hausman around the corner. 30 inside, 30 down to 26-yard line. And they're using.
Nice positive yardage, things working right.
Knows the football on the 25-yard line right now.
Very many
backs the backfield, gives straight ahead to Cole Glazier again.
Cole Glazier with
much
it
this
goes
time, and
right off
most
the handoff.
of the
He's going to get about a
is
yard,
on
maybe
top
a yard and a half.
Outside a couple times.
Oh my! 3 inches. Ball's taken out to his play.
Now they've got to set the formation.
Quarterback even too.
And here he goes. So he moves to the left just enough. He's going to push. Midway Denton tackles.
Okay, we got to dive. Crap.
Good drive so far for the Elks. Split set and give Cole Glazier inside the 15-yard line. Looks like we're going to have a gain of first down for him.
Center of the guard.
Well, when you got a 222-pound fullback, throw some beef around here. Offset set this time. Yeah, no time. What a great fake that time by Salmons. He runs into the end zone for the touchdown. Right now, again, very hard to see the sun beating off of these right now. But a split set right now for Hanston, going for 2. And Luke Salmons looking in the end zone. Has a man who can get there. And makes the catch for 2 points. 5:50 left.
Nice play. That's easy to get that one.
5:54 going first down.
Kind of the wind is kind of swirling around a little bit, but it's not really been a problem that I could tell so far from most of the plays. From the way the ball action has been when we have had some passing scenarios. And here is the pickoff by the Elks. Kind of a low line drive kick. Going to bounce
And we're
across
back
the
into the
10.
line of the kick by Luke Simons. It's picked up at the 5-yard line by Martin. He's in trouble. Gets around 2 defenders. And out to about 6 yards. About 35.
Ran a long way for 4 yards. Good opportunity.
Like I said, they keep the offensive on the Eagles off the field. And they did just that. Now they got to get a defensive stop here. 2 backs in the backfield. Roberts busting through 15. Still on his feet. To the 20.
Got one man to
Jitterbug to the 30, still on his feet, cutting back. Great agility by the big guy, all the way out to the 30-yard line. It's going to be first down.
Going down and getting in his face with Salmons, the quarterback of the defensive back for
36 6-yard line, almost to midfield right now for Midway Denton. And Martin's going to try to roll around the corner, and there's a flag somewhere on the field. At least everybody's stopping the play. There it is.
There's a flag.
There it is.
Absolutely. Whistle, and
if I
then
had to guess, I would say this is going
It
to
was
be
like an eclipse. The referee was in the way. I didn't see it. Illegal for shots in the first half already. And if they do get the football back, they're really going to have to do a good job of clock management. That's for sure. Two backs in the backfield. Martin will fake to Roberts, rolls to the left, and hit very late to Scholes. He's still on his feet, 40, down to the 35, inside the 35, all the way to the 32 line. So they erased that 5-yard illegal procedure flag in there. 4:42 left to go in the first half. Split backfield set. Hanston tight on the defense, and Martin looking to roll to the right corner this time, and good pursuit by Hanston at the 39-yard line is here.
like they put it, I'd say the Eagles
Just inside the 30, split backfield set once again for Midway Denton. And the pitch this time to Scholes, trying to go around the left corner, 30, 25, cuts back, close to the first down marker once again. All the way down to Midway Denton will take it with him. 50 left to play in the first half. Midway Denton 22, Hanston 8, back in 30-10 if the coach Martin will get off the field. Two backs in the backfield, and it looks like a nice formation set this time. The first time we've seen this. Straight give to Roberts, 20, rolls his way to the 15, inside the 15, down to the 15-yard line. First power I set. Boy, what a backbreaker it could be if Midway Denton gets a touchdown.
And
for sure.
3.5.
Again, an I formation set. Scholes is the fullback here. Roberts takes it to the 10, and he gets grabbed down by Salmons at
almost
about
on the
the
ground.
7-yard line.
Salmons came back, and it's taken 15 yards to bring him down most of the time.
Yeah, it's two backs in the backfield. Interesting. Scholes is the fullback. Roberts is the tailback, the big guy in the backfield, the bus. The big bus. Now we got a flag on there. Well, we had a big mini bus. Okay.
It looked like
And the flag on the play, it'll be procedure likely against the Midway Indians.
Continue with this.
We'll kind of look at some of the games going on across the state of halftime intermission. I think we're going to talk to Pete Craig Knight at halftime. High formation set. Roberts cuts the 10, and he's tripped up.
He's held up, got a hold of one leg and leaving her next to
That would have been carrying
over
his
his
shoe.
body. And he
Ball
was
to the
going
8-yard line, second and goal for the Eagles of Midway Denton. 150, they're milking the clock too. And fake now to Roberts. Wide open in the end zone for the touchdown is Eric Furman. Nobody back there for him. It's an easy upcoming here.
And see what formation they line up in. Looks like
All
they're going to
3-yard lines, a
back
split. We're back to their old split backfield set, tight set. And they're going for the pass once again, and it's going incomplete this time. The first half, the Midway Denton Eagles in good shape, 28-8.
okay.
We done yet?
Brett Miner in kickoff formation.
Good kick out there.
Number 2, Matt Howardman. Number 31, Caleb Slate.
Yeah.
Short kick is
Okay.
recovered.
It's a 138-pound sophomore out there. Get a strong
And they
wind
are
and blow away.
into the shotgun. Salmons with the ball.
Shotgun set for Luke Salmons, Roy Hausman, Matt Hausman in motion, looking down the field. Salmons has protection. Now he's going to run the football. 35 has room. 40 down to the 30. Oh, good play. 4-yard line.
Just kind of went,
The fifth first down for him in the first half. Again, a spread set
back in the
with
shotgun.
Luke Salmons.
Salmons
Good
going to stand
pitch
back in the
looking
pocket.
wide open. Handle
It's
that
going to be
pass.
short.
And that's a lot.
LED, I think, on
They
that
went
clock
from
for
their
me.
own 13 on 8 plays.
130.
And to make it 28-8 right now.
And it's a minute.
Very split set, shotgun formation. Salmons will get it to hand this time to the 30.
We'll get it over there
and to the
on the
27.
far side.
Hanson does not have any timeouts.
Can't find a timeout because they didn't have any.
12 on the
He is a
clock.
cool customer. I saw that last week, that's for
Salmons
sure.
back
That's
deep.
not just because of the weather.
And gets it off
Pass to
quickly. Gets it over.
Andy. He's going to get the first down. And that's going to stop the clock on the third down.
About 5-6 yards on the line of scrimmage.
And comes up under center this time.
Someone didn't able to end it pretty well.
Right set this time.
Rolls
Down
to the
field.
right side.
Flag
Then
on
it's
the
going to be a
field.
whistle.
Stop the clock
on
with
the
46 seconds left to play.
Yep.
In the 46 seconds,
Timeout.
certainly use a 6-pointer right here.
Salmon is back
See what
deep.
happens. Luke Salmons,
8-yard
they
drop
shotgun
behind.
set, all the way back to the
And
35.
gonna air it
Now
out,
looks to
gonna
throw
throw it
down
long
the
for the
field.
end zone.
Hausman! In the end zone, touchdown!
Mr.
Solomon's out there.
He just puts it right in the end, just lofts it out there, and it's a beautiful tight spiral every time.
Most definitely. Going for two. The pitch out to Hausman. He's going to get the corner and get the two. Oh, that's a big two-pointer. Cuts the deficit out of 12 points with 40 seconds left to play in the first.
Matt Hausman.
And we return for the kickoff. 40 seconds left to go here from Salina Central High School football field. The kick is at more end to the 10-yard line.
It's going to come around. They're going to do a little bit of
First football Mark Scholes.
He's over there.
And he's going to be bottled up at
still in his feet. Going to gain the 15-yard line before they get him down.
Ross Bauer made a nice tackle on that last play for Hanston. Ball to the 15-yard line. Very late here in the first half. Split set. Let's see what Midway wants to do. Martin will roll with 15. Has a blocker to the 20, and he breaks away to the past the 30.
Going to be a good pass now for him. He can get him stopped here. Getting ready to return back to live action now. 1st and 10.
And we return. Only one timeout left for the Midway Denton, but only 23 seconds on the board as well. First down at the 34-yard line right now. Martin in a shotgun set, 3 wideouts. Left side, now he rolls and tries to cut back. 35, still on his feet, 40, and then get out of bounds into Hanston territory to the Eagles. And only maybe a couple, 3 plays left to go. Hanston's got to be aware of the deep pass right now because it's been effective on a couple of occasions. Martin in a shotgun set, wideouts everywhere. Now it's a quick hitch pattern to number 12. It's a big first down. They'll stop the clock momentarily. And ball to the 32-yard line.
Who made the reception out there.
And Eagles with first down. And stop.
Come back up now to the line, 2nd down. 8 seconds on the clock.
Now it doesn't matter at this late juncture of the first half. A shotgun set by Martin. And looking for the hitch and go. Looking down the field.
Over on the side.
And nice over the hands on the play by Colin Reeves right now, and they're basically at the 15-yard line, 15 to 20 right now. They got to go back, but you got to watch out for a long run here too. And Martin will go for it. Roll around the corner to 30 and cutting back. Still on his feet, never getting out of bounds at about Colin Reeves chips Martin out of bounds at 18-yard first half.
Back up after it, after one. Those kind of plays have probably laid one switch on good size back, pretty mobile and agile for his size. And it's been a great game of what we did so far. Tell you what, coming up yet this afternoon.
And a reminder, you're listening to Area High School and State Championship Football at the halftime intermission. Lots of games going on all over the state of Kansas right now as far as the state championship games are concerned, Chris. And there's going to be a pretty exciting game coming up after this one here, the 8-man Division I game. A team that Jetmore's Longhorns are pretty familiar with. Jackrabbits will be playing the St. Paul Indians, the 8-man, one game, 2 undefeated teams there as well.
Yeah, I actually had the opportunity to watch here on the field
after halftime.
Against incredible team. Those guys are big, they're nasty, and they're fast, and they're strong. And took Jetmore out of the playoffs a couple weeks ago.
This 30-second timeout.
It should be a good game. I would expect them to go on for the state championship, but then again, you never know.
Yeah, a rematch in Class 2. Salina South who knocked out Salina Central in 5A. They'll play the Pittsburgh Purple Dragon in the 5A title tilt. And in the 6A game, Manhattan who knocked out Hutchinson. And we know how good Hutchinson was. They'll be playing Olathe North, who they say is at this point in time probably the top team in the state of Kansas. They are stout.
And the entire school year is football championship weekend.
That's for sure. And the ball's kicked out of bounds. And Hanson's going to get off football.
Actually, it was an illegal motion call.
I had to put it in one.
And it was off live. That's what I'm saying.
I had to do one.
And a kick to
and here's a kick right down the middle, going to be fielded by Hausman. Hausman gets it wedge going right up the middle and calls it right up there and just bowls right through him. He's going to get up to about 30.
And just very much puts the game back to
Dan Berg,
even Steven
on the line,
on the day.
and Steve Shalman.
Offset eye and the pitch to Caleb Slayton. He gets wrapped up immediately at the 35-yard yard line as well. And we'll be a gain of 2.
With Hausman on this side.
Selfridge coming up over the ball.
Matt Hausman in the backfield with Cole Glazier. No wideouts at this particular time. Second down, give him 3 on the play. And Al Salmon's looking down the field, trying to get down the hand, and well covered. Very good coverage together to make this reasonably close. And it's a 12-point football game with a 3rd down and 7. Shotgun set for Salmons. He catches it, has room now. He looks to throw down the field off his back foot, trying to get it over the hand. It's knocked away nicely. Hands almost a ball will be here, but looks like Denton might be able to get position this time. The wind is really not a factor here this afternoon. Crosswind on the field, and they kick this down the field and hit the 10-yard line in the end zone. Just barely. Matt from Kansas, Steve Tasker.
Oh, yeah.
From the Buffalo Bills.
He had the back race. It almost looked like it was going to be a pass.
Split backfield set.
That's split backfield, almost severe looking, and they're going to roll around to the right side, left side.
Down short gain on the play. Maybe 8-16 Midway Denton overhands. Just get the second half. Wide out now to the left side.
Here we go.
Roberts the only back in the backfield. Martin for the Eagles. Fake to Roberts, trying to roll himself.
Right side, Martin
15, breaks the tackle 20. Still on his feet. Breaks another tackle 30. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Here, the midfield strike. Good piece.
And the Eagles still over the ball again.
33-yard line gain of 16 in play. First down the second half for either side. Split backfield set this time. It's Scholes going around the corner, gets it blocked. 35, down his feet, 40, into instant territory, inside the 35. First down to the 33-yard line. And go back to their power football. It's been pretty effective here on this first offensive series. Martin will give to Darren Roberts to the 30, and he'll rumble his way to about the 30-yard line. So reminds me, I'm talking about passing. Roberts reminds me a little bit of George Bettis, doesn't he?
Yeah, big guy. Rumbling, bumbling, and getting
Martin under center.
Second down, 7, call it 6 to go. And give to Roberts again to the 30.
They're going to hand it to him right up.
Can't get away from the defense.
He's going to gain about 2.
About the 20. Special lead throughout the game. Had as big as a 22-9 lead.
Probably 10 yards
early in the second period of play. One wide out to the right side. That's Mark Schultz. And give to Roberts.
And he can be stopped right
he breaks a tackle there. Inside the 25 and the 21-yard line. Could be a first down for the Eagles. And driving towards another score. Up 12 presently. One back. Schultz out wide out, split out to the right side. Now
Martin's going to roll to the right side. Got Schultz out blocking. He's going to go out of bounds. Maybe gain a yellow shirt.
That should certainly help out the Hanson situation.
What the deal was here. They're declining the penalty. I'm not sure. He's trying to get that run stopped. Basically, we're out rushed in the first half by 200 yards. They packed it in a lot tighter. Once again, the Eagles in that tight formation, and they're going to go around to the left side. Schultz with the ball, and he's going to get to gain around 6 yards. They'll make it
taking their time in the huddle. And one back in the backfield. Schultz is out split to the left side.
Once again, now we're going to back up.
In the backfield, Darren Roberts
in the box, so to speak,
and
put some receivers back. Martin's going to keep it. He's going to come around the near side.
Breaks a tackle 20. Breaks another one 15. Landing is tripped up all the way down to the 13-yard line. 7:09 to play in the third period. 28-16. Midway Denton. Split backfield set. No wideouts this time.
With the split backs, Roberts and Schultz. Going to hand it off to Roberts. Roberts is going to get across to lead the team forward. The first down yardage.
Another pretty bad
signal from the officials.
Ball on the next play. Ball to the 10-yard line. One back set. Mark Scholes is out split right to the right side of the field, near side.
Center.
And
Roberts
a
back.
fumble. Roberts picks it up.
At
the 12-yard line, and that's the second time in this football.
Lots of one on the play.
It's kind of it's plays a bit scary because you think the
12 second goal. 12-yard line. Split backfield set this time. Martin rolls out. Now
back for pass and launches over the top, and there's going to be a penalty there.
They're going to call flag. And it's going to be a pass interference against Hanson. Neither of the two defenders for Hanson were looking at the play that time. And now
First and goal. And two backs left, split back formation. Schultz to the inner side. Robertson now. Martin now is going to check off and send things, straighten things out.
One back in the backfield.
Robertson
Roberts. And
and they're going to hand it up over here to
Big, almost a
not hand
fumble
up,
again.
me out as
Martin
well.
will hang on to the
And Martin's going
football.
to hang on to it. It's going to get
And second down and goal from the 3-yard line. Now, Schultz
Can't really
is in the
decide if
backfield,
Roberts
split
will
set
back
with
or
Roberts.
back or what.
And Martin
the terrain.
with the gift
And
to
we're gonna hand
Roberts.
off to Roberts, who
Forward,
comes across,
and it's going to be, let's see, it's not going to be
Knees are down, I believe.
not an indication as of yet.
No application and
So it's going to have the distance once again to the goal line.
so big.
So well-used line dance was the one who bring you. This is one of those times. Well, another
They got it down low on the ground, and it's been submarining in for the touchdown. Is
Yeah, he fumbled it.
Like I said,
conversion once again. Neither team has shown any inclination to do
No one was
anything.
thinking about us when they built
So we have Martin once again underneath the
we're
center.
thinking about
Roberts in the
afternoon game.
backfield, stretched far out to the
One back
left.
set, and
it's
it's going
gonna
to
be
pitch out to Roberts. He's going to be cut down.
Cut things out.
By Colin Reese, who just felt like he had a ton of bricks falling.
Gary Roberts attempting a three-point conversion. Colin Reese stopping Roberts on the goal line.
Submarine job took him out about the angle of the ball. Eagles getting ready to kick off. 34-16 is the score. Hampton Elks are down. Still don't have a lot of ball left to be played. And they kick it again on the ground. Picking up is Cole Glazier. Cole Glazier comes up and goes down with the ball.
Falling on the ball, this is at the 29-yard line. That's where Hampton will have the football. Their own 29. 4:34 left to go. Tight set.
One back in the backfield. And
Brady had
he's going to be loose, and then he gets a big late on him, bounces back, gets back to where he was when they hit him.
At least
Of course, we'll have to kind of keep an eye on Reese and see when he's going to check
They
back into the game.
both walk off and on their
Kind of
own
looking
power.
over some things
One back
on him.
set. Solomon
And
will
here we come
go
back the
again.
other way, and Solomon once again
trying to
gets a
push
good
forward.
positive,
Not
good
quite a
strong
first down.
rush over
They
there
bring
on
up
the
a third
right
interesting. The medical people bringing the stretcher on here to the Hampton sideline.
And now we are
Not sure what that's all about.
I think
it's a mistake.
Just waved them away, actually.
Solomon's
looking to go forward, and
and
looks like a flag on the field here. It's very close to the first down for 39. And that really hurts.
the ambulance.
They had a nice little drive.
I've ever seen. The medical crew brings the stretcher over and everything, and they say, well, I don't need it down to
So
play.
he must have
And
been
that backs him up here.
back into the game now.
And two backs, one back in the backfield, the shotgun set with two wide outs to the right side. And Solomon's trying to break through, and he's trying to fool the Eagles. The Midway ball loose momentarily.
Brings up fourth down.
And fourth down, and Solomons will punt the football. Yeah, it's kind of a crosswind today, going from west to east. It's going to be
And it's
a
going to be
fake
a
for
pass
Solomons,
play.
looking down the
And he
field,
wants
trying
to
to find
down
Housman.
there's before he can bring it in. So they're going to turn the ball back over to their own 30-yard line. We need to have the defense come up now strong.
You make the head bounce up in the air and push it down, you'll get ready for the play.
And they've got some
Split backfield set, and Martin under center, and give
hands
this
it off
time
to
to
Schultz
Schultz.
on the far
Cuts back
side.
30,
Schultz breaks
still
the
on his
tackle.
feet. 25, all the way down, close to the
to
flag sticks.
defenders, officials as they move the chains.
So far.
Need to have a stop here for the Elks.
21-yard
Get
line.
the ball loose or something.
And
something
one
happen
back,
there
and
in
Roberts in the
third quarter.
backfield. Schultz is now split out to
It
the
looks
right
like
side this time.
Schultz is on the near side, Roberts in the backfield.
As
Straight handoff up the
Roberts
center for
straight off the gut, and he
And if
just
Roberts could have held his
off
feet
of
there,
three
he could
different
went the
Hanston
distance
defenders.
about the
And
9.5
he's,
yard line.
when Hanston goes home tonight, the players are going to be rather sore.
And
They're trying to
Martin
tackle
now
Roberts all day.
underneath the center.
One back in the backfield,
Straight
Roberts
up
has the ball
to get
into
to
the 10.
Roberts.
Fine's going to go
Roberts
walking into the end zone.
untouched.
Touchdown, Darren
Over the
Roberts.
left guard.
Another score, touchdown, Midway Denton.
We're just going to kind of suck things up and gather things up and get things turned
Point
around.
conversion up and
You
coming.
can't
Two
lay
backs in
down
the
on the job.
backfield. Schultz,
I'm not saying that
Roberts,
that's what they're
and
doing.
Tyler
Just
Martin.
need to be careful here.
They'll call
And,
signals, looks to go to
keep
the
your
end
head
zone.
up.
Doesn't have anybody to
Get
throw
things
to.
going.
The receiver still now has to
Long
make something
pass.
up. And it's going to be
I think almost they were going to get it.
incomplete. Denton, but still, Midway Denton 40. Hanston 16. We'll be back with you off after 60-second
Hampton Oaks, the receivers will be back and it looks like
Number 31, Caleb Slayton.
Caleb Slayton on the far side, and looks like that's where the ball's going to go. It's going to bounce. He's going to pick it up about the 10-yard line. Ball loose on the field. Nice to stay with it. He's going to come left, reverse, go right, get about to the
Caleb Slayton returning the
22-yard
ball
line.
for the Elks.
1:43 remaining on the clock.
Driving to the Eagles, he's got this ball club really rolling right now.
And they're they're clicking on all cylinders.
The penalties had a good drive going last time, and then distraction that stacked up the
back
lead.
set this time.
And this time we're going to go, it's going to be Cole Glacier off to the right side. He's going to get about half the distance. He's maybe going to make sure he's not able to stand that straight up.
He might have 40-16 right now. 1:11 left to play in the third period of play. Two backs to the backfield.
And getting underneath the center, Solomons with it. He's going to drop back the pass. He's going to pull it back to the near side. He's going to throw it up, and it's going to be going out of bounds.
To call his number, but he's going to get into the mix here. It's going to be an odd formation. Three guys on the line this time. A multiple receiver set. And shotgun. Solomons down the field. He's going to get dragged down. He's going to get wrapped up way back at the 14-yard line. Finally by Midway. That's Tim Sanderson, a 175. A great field position now for the
fourth down. The ball
Eagles
is on the
Midway
Denton line.
Solomons one hop catches the punt snap,
picks it up.
and high kick is going to go bounding and take a Midway Denton forward. It's going to step inside the field.
See what the flag
The Midway Denton
is
will
a hold.
force them to kick the football, even though they already have outstanding
They
field
might
position.
just go ahead and take this
No,
call.
we're going to go ahead and take it where it's at.
Decline
This
it.
is the game we talked about in the
Let's get it
pregame
this
show.
time.
You got to almost, if you don't
Martin
score, you got to
Silver is a
field position
got,
game every
Schultz
single
and Roberts
possession.
in the
That's
backfield.
certainly gone the way of the Eagles.
And
Split
going to hand
backfield,
it off
Seth
to Roberts
will
up the middle.
roll
He's
his
going to
way
gain about
forward.
2 yards. And they're going to get him corralled there.
Take him down into the 36. Didn't get a whole lot on the play, but it took 15 seconds to
Midway 40, handstand 16.
be interested to see what college he's looking at, or what multiple colleges they're probably looking at this point in time. In the event, we are at the quarter break right now, after 3 quarters of the...
And good afternoon.
Go into
Welcome
audition.
back
Maybe,
to
well, no,
and
check that headphone
football
jack thing you
action in
did. Plug in the
Salina.
phone.
We have the Hanston Elks down
Check, 1, 2, 1,
40
2,
to
3.
16 to the Midway Denton Eagles. Martin with it, drops back a little further, being pursued by defense. Ball's going to go up, and Solomon had a good shot after it over.
Yeah.
A little bit surprising there.
Okay.
Martin with it, and almost back there to get the time for the handoff. Yeah, he about the quickness there through that Adam run. I mean, he was almost there in time for the handoff himself. I think Martin was a little bit surprised for a change to
And you have
that play disrupted like that.
plug coming
And
into the
we do have a player
from
on
into
the
the
field.
hybrid. That's making a good
I can't
connection.
identify who that is at this time.
31. Caleb Slayton, number 31.
Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. And Chris, it's a
Good time
heavy
for a
uphill
stop
climb
for the
in the fourth quarter.
It sure is.
Getting the drive launched here.
Hopefully these Elks can put something together.
Martin under center.
Split backfield set on third down and
Fakes the
long,
handoff, drops
and
straight
Martin
back,
looking
and
to throw as a man making a that's the second time.
They turned around,
He's playing like a
laid out by
220-pound defensive bag out there.
146-pound senior.
Unbelievable.
He plays like
One back
170.
set, first down,
And
and
Roberts
give to
gets
Roberts,
closer to the line of
and
scrimmage, and I tell you what, that
pushes
guy
the
just
pile
kept digging.
forward to about,
Actually
and
called Cole
not only
Glazier's
that,
number
it's
when
a
he's been
combination of
involved
that
as
of
well.
ball control
Pull
offense.
those two apart, and
And it's been
I have
all
to mention that
Eagles
he's
here in the second half. Now straight ahead, Tyler Martin will
big,
go to the
big
15-yard
backline,
line.
and Martin tries to go right up the
Gets
center.
stuck.
Nothing going there.
Tyler Martin
They get him shut down.
Championship of any kind in 12 years.
Plays back, might have fired up.
And this is one powerful unit.
Sure is.
They are really something now we have.
No problem right now.
Imagine that. That one hit. And he's
With somebody's helmet down.
he would be a pretty good, maybe a special teamer on maybe
Probably
a small college
Hausman probably
somewhere.
rattled those pads off inside his helmet there on that stick.
Maybe
He got that little bit
a
ago.
D2 school,
Hey,
or
that's
perhaps
just
maybe some junior
two of the
college
monstrous hits
football.
we've seen, both in by the Elks.
Because
laid people out.
people see the films of him, they know
Martin
he's a hitter
underneath
and a heck of a
pitch
player,
out
even though
to
he's not
Roberts,
that big.
and
Roberts
getting
now
forward
is
back there. I tell you,
backfield. It's one of
almost
the
had
first
him.
times to
This,
see
Caleb
still
Slayton
gets
forward
forward to
had a
the
couple of
17-yard line.
really lay it
Last thing that
and
happened.
see what they can pull up here. Obviously, this is going to be territory where they go for it. With that lead that they have, they're not going to risk it.
Yeah.
How long are we
Probably
going?
look for I was going to run it, just runs the clock.
I believe you're right there. Just, if they don't get in the end zone, on their first down, they'll run more time off the clock and run the ball, and then we can make a big pass.
Martin in the shotgun, and flag, slow play dead before it can really get anything going. And And I don't believe there was any pass in mind there. I believe he was just going to roll out to the right. This is ready. I'm sure that they're ready to put some more leaks on.
Anytime they're on a fourth down play.
Yeah. Some fans cheering.
Right now.
Go.
Cans, they're ready to go.
Yep.
And Martin with the ball, and looks like
And we
Eric
return
Selber's
the
got him in
fourth
the
down
grass,
play.
and the ball's going to be loose on the way.
It's actually brought to the ground. Let's save them some yards. But we'll see what the ropes can do now that they've got the ball.
And Hunt and Hausman to the near side. Now Hausman goes in motion to the far side. And they're going to get over here into the near side into Hunt. Nice short.
On downs, a 4-yard pass play. Once again, we apologize for a couple of technical difficulties that we are experiencing, but a handle 4-yard play at second down, 6 for the Hampton Elks.
With one back in the field, looking, trying to get it down, nothing going on. He's going to have to go for himself. He's going to get around the corner, tight working down the side. He's going to get out of bounds, I believe.
Out of bounds in the second half. He just did not have anything offensively here in the second half. Shotgun set for Salmon. And low snap catches it, rolls
and
left,
Salmon with it to
and
get it
it's
out
tipped
there.
out of bounds.
Trying to get it to Hausman. And see the ball's going to be stuck in the sand at the end of the backfield now. We have
37-yard midfield. Split set.
Salmon goes underneath the center. Jump around, get it
Fake. Salmon's going to be followed up at the 36. 3 different white shirts.
Might have got
Third and 11, and let's see what they're going to set up for offensively. It's a tight set. That's interesting.
Again, split
And
backfield.
Solomon's
And
fakes.
it's going to be a pass
Looks
by
like Salmon
Salmon.
rolling.
Salmon
He's
is
being
under
rushed
pressure.
once
He's going to get
again.
wrapped up.
Tries to get it over to Hausman. Does he make the catch? No, incomplete.
And the Elks will come back over the ball. They're going to spread it out
Bag
once
of tricks
again.
here.
On the far side, we're going to have
Shotgun
Slayton.
set, 2
Near
wide
side will
outs
be
to
Hausman
the
and
right
also
side.
Hahn.
Hausman amongst them in hand.
And
Now
Salmon
he
gets it
throws a
quick
screen pass to
cut
Caleb
out
Slayton,
there
catches
to-
it,
the ball's
or
loose
does
on the
it?
field.
Ball's loose on the field, and doesn't. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant because they're going to have the ball any minute. It's the first down now for Midway Denton, 31-yard line. Hampton, 7:32 left to play in the football game. Time on the Eagles side, certainly. 2 backs in the backfield. They got about a 3-hour trip to get here northeast of Topeka.
And coming around to the near side now.
Run by Scholes,
Martin with
flag on the field,
Schultz with
26-yard line.
Flag thrown at about the 30-yard line, dancing and slashing and stutter stepping its way around
For
to the
the
near
referee
side.
indication, the flag's sitting right about the 30-yard line. It's going to be holding once again. Do you go ahead
So
and
it's
take
going
it?
to leave them
And
now with
the
about
down stays at first down here, so that's what they're going to do. First down and about
It'd be nice to get a stop
18
here.
yards to go, it looks like.
They have
Ball
to
to
make
the
up an awful lot of
39-yard
ground in about
line.
7.5 minutes.
The clock's definitely
6 penalties in the second half for Midway Denton at this point in time.
And Martin
One back in the backfield,
hands it off to Roberts, coming
and
around
to
to
Roberts,
this
and
side.
they rumble forward to about the 37-yard line. Psycho special teams player of the NFL, or one of those free safeties that just hits everybody.
Right.
One of the others. Split backfield set, and Martin's
And
going to keep this one around the right corner. 35 spins, nice spin that time. Inside the 30-yard line.
You got Roberts in there who's just
15
a
yards,
fast,
long yards,
strong
still
runner
got the
who
ball.
can just go ahead and make things happen. So
Kind of this good formation all the way through. The receivers tight end against the guard.
3rd and 7,
And 2 backs.
and
in the
again,
backfield
the
most of the
roll
time.
out to the
Now Martin's gonna roll out, and he's gonna
30-25,
get first
making
and
a
10
move to the
yardage.
20, still on his feet, cutting back again, going to the 15-10, 5 touchdown, Martin, Tyler Martin, Eagle touchdown. Play.
Kind of went against the grain and
And set up with a split set in the backfield. Martin straight under center. And looks to the end zone to pass it. Screen pass the other way. Got to walk into the end zone. Nathan Bevis for the 2 points. 5:53 to go. It's all Eagles of Midway Denton. It's now 48-16. Eagles back in 60 with a kickoff. You're listening to Area High School Football on AM 1370 KGNO.
Champion Eagles. Right now, the Eagles are kicking out. The score is 48-16. Eagles on top. And kicking it off Official signals time. And low line drive kick once again coming to Slayton. Slayton bobbles the ball, picks it up.
Back, Caleb
Gets the
Slayton
line set
gets
up
the ball on the kickoff,
and
and
going to get him out of the
16-yard line. And the win in the trip to the
settles over to the ball.
championship game. Against the
Formation. We got Samuels right
17-yard line, getting it off Glacier. He stacked up immediately right at the line of scrimmage. I get in Coach Slayton and have him talk for a little bit, which is kind of an oxymoron when you think about it. Split backfield set.
Over the center.
Short for post game
misdirection.
Hold Glacier with a flip ball. And he gets
right at the line of scrimmage. Actually showed it back for
no gain once again
on the play.
And just
Out there right now, and trying some different things. See what they can do.
48-16. Aston will not win this football game, but what a spectacular year they've had once
And
again.
Hausman.
And talk more about that post game as well. Salmon
Defender in his
flying
face
on
once
the field.
again.
Salmon
He's
is
gonna
going to
get
get
wrapped
dropped all the way back at the 5, inside the 5-yard line by 3 different white shields.
Salmon sacked on the floor.
One was there.
It was thrown next to the 5-yard line, so it got the ball spotted.
I think they'll probably use that one there and to bring up a 4th down and halfway to Bethany.
Clear up to the 5-yard line and stuff.
Hopefully, the regular fans can
You just have a wider field to play with.
Now it's
4:21 left to play. Ball to the 4-yard line. That was a loss of 15 on the play.
Salmon's back in his own end
And the
zone.
Eagles will get outstanding field position here.
Set. They're going to have Martin's back to receive the
And
punt.
Salmon's trying to get the kickoff, moves
He
a
gets
couple
it off,
steps,
he's
and
gonna
then
get
gets
it
off
across
a great
the
kick.
point line,
Bounds it
right
about
for
the
Martin's
35-yard
hand.
line.
It's gonna be
Shoot
about the
move by
35
Martin.
of the Eagles.
Gets away.
And,
40, 35 down the sidelines. 30, still on his feet. 25, 20. Pinball backwards and Stelpers back to the right. And finally, right there is the 18-yard line. Got the hit that time. Or should I ask?
By Martin.
Judging by Matt Hausman's reaction, it's going to be
And next thing you know, there's
foul.
Martin
The
running right
flag
at
is
it.
over by midfield at the 40-yard line. So we'll see where the referee ends up spotting this ball. It's going to go way back, way back. Because that was a heck of a run by Tyler Martin that
He has a
time.
feeling so much when he's running that he doesn't even have any idea what game line's what. He's just running to daylight.
Have a senior
And
season
it happened to be that
next
time.
season.
But,
And looking at Midway Denton's team, they do have some seniors on the ball club. I believe 7 coming up. But yet, they're still going to have a decent ball club. But they are going to have a big hole in the backfield in the playoffs. With 3 real good key skill position
maintaining
players.
they're running that
And
tight, close formation.
You can't forget Eric Furman, too. He's caught 2 touchdown passes in the football game, too, at
With
the
the
end
I
position.
formation now.
I
Schultz and
backfield
Roberts.
set. You
Roberts being
expect
the
some running
tailback.
plays now. Roberts will get
right
it
up the middle.
Down the field to the 30.
Can't get it. He's going to wait for help.
His
Gets
way
some
down
help.
to the 20.
Strong, powerful run by Roberts.
Like carrying Solomon's with it.
Roberts
Looks
only
like a
got loose
timeout on the field. What Midway Denton's going to be doing, looks like we're going to bring in a whole bunch of new shirts. Look at the stands on the Midway side.
Good thing that's almost
They are
slowed down
on their
hold up.
feet. They're looking. They can smell their first state championship in 12 years.
Because I mean, Housen is a hitter. He may be a
They
little
certainly
guy.
deserve it. What a football team they have.
They sure do. They're a good football team this year.
And they're coming back up to the Eagles settles over the ball.
There. Brandon Winchester, sophomore.
And we have a new
is,
quarterback
center. He'll
for the
give to
Eagles, and he's
number
going to hand it off.
42.
That's right. We'll see. This is
Talking about
the
Give them some PT out there.
Look at there's the handstand fans on their feet and all new players in the game, and
they're going to have to flag
be
down
some
here.
procedure somewhere. There's 18 feather flags on the field, and Denton goes into the line. Luke Lednicki will carry this time, and it's not going to.
Looks like they're about
Probably against
11 out there now for the Elks.
Illinois State Championship. Boy, they were a
Jared
dominant ball
Fox
club back in the
as well.
in the
Illegal
80s.
participation
Like
count
did I get 4 state championships? Yes, they did from 83 all the way to 88.
Looks like also
84
Trainer is checked into the game.
And
Zachary
just a
Lee, I
dynasty
believe, maybe over
basically
there
now
on the
with
far
it.
side.
Moving it forward and Both.
Well, it was on the handstands.
Okay, they got it backwards.
Both teams got
Move it forward to, well, back where we were, I think, 17-yard line. After all that, the referees just wanted to get into the picture.
It was offsetting penalties, but they felt they had to mark it off anyway.
Okay.
And that same tight formation by the Eagles. Winchester gets it, he's going to go up the center. We're going to stack him up right on the line of scrimmage. They move that ball either way. Now more players coming in for the Eagles.
For Hanson in there,
He's a tall kid
just
as
a
well.
freshman this year. He got the stop on that last one.
Winchester.
Split backfield set
Into the
with
center.
Winchester.
And,
Football, and
yeah.
it's going to be loose. And
Ball's loose.
ball.
I don't think the ball ever got to his hand. Left the center a little bit earlier.
To play again, we're going to work on trying to get Coach Slayton up here to talk.
Back in under the
We'll have
center.
limited time to be able to do so in post game because of the backfield. We got to get
What a hit there.
It's going to be well, Chris is going to be our last football broadcast.
We'll be back in Salina December 1st.
We'll be back next door here 2 weeks out on the fumble on the field. And loose at the 20-yard line.
Josh Holmes is the
To be second. 2 left to play in the football game.
And here we go.
Again, it's going to do the seeing eye chart to get to figure out the names with
He's
numbers.
going to hand it off, get into the
54
hands.
going forward for Hanson is Joey Frusher.
Joey
Another
Frusher,
freshman,
carrier.
138
I want to see these
running
numbers
back.
now with these late
Morgan's coming in right now.
We have a ninth grader by the name of Josh Huben
Want to
just
make
came
sure
in the
everybody gets
game.
an
His shoulder
opportunity to get
pads
into
are
the
bigger
state
than the rest of
championship
them.
game. And we go for long. Right through the hands of
We got the ball through net there pretty well.
Pretty nice scene over on the Hanston sidelines right now with Cole Glazier and Hausman and some of the other guys there.
Gonna get it up.
We're going to get a nice pass. We'll talk about that in a second. Cox with Holmes get
This year, not winning the championship and having
Players get in the game, they're making the most of it.
broken right here.
Let you know what it's
Making a nice catch, another good throw. He's the team of those 2 seniors, key players, and you will
He balled the ball out of his hands, just couldn't quite bring it in as a defender handing by the time he should have wrapped it in.
Even be here.
So,
and to
Tiz, good job here by his the young quarterback. And kind of flutters one out there this time.
delivering on the light side.
In the lineup,
Well, they're doing so
we
much
have
hard work.
Jeremiah Meeks
Stay nice and trim.
is in there seeing action as well.
Split backfield
Basically, the
set,
entire
looking to throw again.
players are going to see it.
Breaks the tackle.
Big guy just missed. He's out here running.
35 to the block. Cuts back.
Cuts and spins.
5-yard line. All the way down to the 20. So, he very well be on the scene in 2002. Holmes
Straight
looking
drop
down
back this
the
time,
throw.
looking,
He's got a great arm.
gonna throw it up over there and come
Cox and incomplete. What a finish to our football season. And we're going to be in Salina Central's gymnasium 1 week and 6 days from
He's
now.
almost been back on the play a couple of times.
Yeah, we'll be
Now the screen
Fast Cox
gets to the Cox.
gets a
Cox
good
is going
block
there. He's at
to
the 20. Going across now, gets to the 15.
16-yard line.
Stacked up
10
with 10,
seconds, 9 seconds. That's going to be the final
And
play
they're not going to
of
get
the
it done.
season.
That's going to be the ball.
Congratulations.
The final score, I believe, of 48-16. And that is the game we have the state champion on the field. And Denton Eagles beating Hanston Elks. And I tell you what, Hanson has nothing to be ashamed of. They played a win again here, just couldn't quite get it done. Played tough all year, undefeated coming into this game. And you can tell they're dejected and disappointed, but they have nothing to hang their heads about. They played a great contest. I'll tell you, the most notable hits
The first
their
two
tournament can be
games.
made by an elk player.
If you're in central Kansas right now, want to see some more football, there's going to be an element going up here at 2:45. And that pretty much winds things down. The final score of the football game, the Midway Denton Eagles 48, the Hanston Elks 16. We'll come back with your post game in 2 minutes. You're listening to Area High School Football on AM 1370 KGNO.
I'm sure they wouldn't, but you got to like this season. I'll tell you what, I'm going to remember for a long time some of these licks laid on out here. Thinking about Hausman there coming out over there and just laying the receiver out, and one of those nice plays that you just kind of stick and hold your ground, and when it comes time to lower the boom. And right now I can see a guy that nailed Roberts over here on the sideline. I believe that was. Let's see. I think about it. I'll come up with. I think it was Kahn laid him out here on the net.
Well, if we get Slayton up here, that's
really
all
laid
it
the
is.
lick on the big guy. Kind of let him know that there's people out here that are looking for you, mister.
Yeah, they don't have to hit.
Yeah, let's get that in.
Question about 35, a lot of emotion going into this game, and they let it show on a few of those plays. And you got to give credit at the end of the day to these
Are you making that up?
Players,
Okay, what else?
give up, they kept trying to drive, it just wasn't the opportunities there today, and then you steal all this year. And they just hadn't made the whole this year, and never had the experience of flying back out.
I've been through all my spots, haven't I? Or okay, we ain't gonna talk much more.
Space Goose Johnson.
Not much more to say. It's 48-16.
78,
Yes.
100.
What's the K-State score?
Say Tyson Reimer. Tyson Keith. If you want it.
Ready to go?
Well, if you want, we'll just say Tyson Reimer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tiffany Green of the Salina Area Chamber of Commerce will now present the runner-up trophy. The 1999 state champions, the 2000 runners-up, the Hanston Elks.
And we return to Salina Central Field, the Salina Stadium here, and great seeing both teams are out on the field right now. Hanston is collecting the runner-up, state runner-up trophy in 8-man Division II, and it's been a great afternoon of football, Chris. 48-16 the final score. The Midway Denton Eagles get their first state championship in 12 years, and they're 8th overall as a school, and they're getting awful pumped up about getting their championship trophy here this afternoon. And great scene out there on the field right now.
Oh, definitely. The whole Elk team posing for pictures out there. A good-looking team this year, and a great run at the state championship. And we'll see. Hopefully, they'll be back next year.
Tell you what, we've been awful happy to be able to follow this ball club. The short time that we had, the 3 weeks, it was a great trip up to Brewster and that victory, and then thrilling game last week with Northern Valley, and they didn't get the victory here this afternoon, but we'll have a lot of proud moms and papas and
state champions,
openings and everything else to make up the Hanston community. Great community. Had a good chance to talk to several people from Hanston, and they have nothing but pride about this football team, and that just makes pride throughout the community.
Well, sure, definitely no reason to be hanging their head. They play one heck of a game, one heck of a season.
Now they're going to move to 13-0
We proud of these
with the
guys.
state championship,
and
they're first
in a
in,
little while,
I
so they're going to
believe,
go get some
since
meat in Big
92.
Salina. And drive on back tonight and welcome them back to
correctly.
Hanston.
And of course, the Elks,
like we said, we hope that the
one game
police force
short
is
of
working
being
diligently back in Hanston right now, because we're really coming back pretty soon.
That's right. I'm pretty
It looks to me
sure
like they're covered because of bear by any means with these graduating seniors.
Well, congratulations to Midway Denton Eagles. As I never had an opportunity to see film of this ball club before today. All I could go by basically is all the unbelievable numbers that they put up throughout the year. This team
quite go their way. The ball, the first
they won
series,
every single
series for
game.
the Eagles. They have the ball loose on the
11 out of
ground.
12 games went to
The Elks recover the
45-point
fumble,
rule.
and then
8
they
of
lose
those
it,
12
try
only
to
went to
scramble, get a hold of the ball,
Chris, and
comes
that's
back
another
into the
thing.
hands of
Hanston certainly
the Eagles,
put
and
up
they
a
managed to turn
pride
the fumble
that
and lose
happened to
it
them.
and give them a 12-yard gain
quarters
and keep their drive alive.
but they did not get points.
Several
So
times things
that's
like
a
that
small
just seemed to
victory
go
in
happen. It
itself.
looked like the Elks were going to turn the corner, get some momentum going, and something didn't quite go their way. And it wasn't a lot of times you think, oh, the
anytime you even
officials
make it
might
to the
turn the
state
tide of the
championship
game.
game,
And basically, it just seemed like every little
Absolutely.
opportunity to go the other way.
When I was in school and everything, in any sport, we never even, so we did get to a state tournament, never to a state championship game in any way, shape, or form.
Was that debate
going on doing it?
Yeah, it was the chess team, yeah.
the modeling club?
Yeah, and the photography club. But Hanston, they got a lot to be proud of, not only today, but they've won 3 state championships. They were the defending champions. What a worthy defense attempt of their state championship. You look at it too, these guys are going to be back next year.
Thank you for your attendance here today, and drive safely back to your respective homes. You're welcome to
It's going to be a great season next year, too, so make sure you do support the Elks next season as well.
45.
and the crowd kind of filing out. It's kind of weird here with the two games. It's kind of a doubleheader of football here this afternoon. The St. Paul crowd and the crowd from Tribune is going to be kind of mixing and matching between the Midway and Hanston crowds here as we get ready for game number 2 here this afternoon. But in any event, I don't believe we're going to get to be able to talk to Coach Slayton here in the postgame because we do have to get on out of here for another broadcast. Goodland radio station is going to be in here for the Tribune broadcast here in a bit. So we'll come back. We'll wrap things up with the numbers and a little bit of a wrap up ourselves here of the 2000 football campaign. Do all that after a 2-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on AM 1370 KGNO.